Yo, 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 what's going on at the fight world? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on three future Hall of Fames in this fight game. We have Canelo Alvarez, arguably the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, the four-division world champ, and the current undisputed super middleweight world champion. Then we have Terence T-Boy Crawford, the undefeated three-division world champion. He is the current undisputed welterweight world champ. And then we have Jermell, the Iron Man Charlo, who is a two-time WBC super welterweight world champ, but right now he is the current undisputed super welterweight world champion. And we all know that these boys are big dogs. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, Jermell Charlo is about to take on Canelo Alvarez September the 30th. Right around the corner, right? And now we know Terence Crawford talking about he want to go up to 154 and face Jermell, for an undisputed bout so he can try to make history. But Jermell want to let Terence Crawford know, I'm working on fighting a man and defeating a man that gives me way more recognition that I would get if I was to defeat you. You understand? I'm taking on Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? One of the greatest to ever lace him up, right? And we all know the level Canelo is on and the level that Terence Crawford is on at the moment. You feel me? And Jermell wanted Terence Crawford to go and move up and drop your titles and then say what you gonna say. It's good you can say what you can say while you're still at 147, but I dare you to drop them titles and move on up to 54 and say what you gonna say. Now, Terence Crawford say he's done with 147. He say he's over with it, right? Jermell and his don't, deserve an opportunity because he don't bring nothing to the table. So, he feel like it's time for him to move up and try to become, a four-division world champion. You understand? So it's going to be up to him to relinquish the titles, you feel me, and move up. Because right now he's still holding on to the scraps at 147. He just had this little parade that he had in Omaha. And now things are getting real and things are getting serious because the Errol Spence fight is over. We don't know if the rematch is going to happen right away because it looked like Errol Spence is suspended. And it don't look like he's going to be, ready to go in December after the suspension, right? So Terence Crawford, he has a few ultimatums here. Either you can, defend your undisputed, or you can move up and try to get the winner of Canelo and Jermell Charlo, right? Now, Canelo, we all know, is at 168. We know Canelo ain't doing no compromising, bro. He is the A-side, so that means he does what he does. Period. You want to fight Canelo Alvarez? You got to be bounced to Canelo Alvarez rhythm. You feel me? If you want to fight Canelo Alvarez, you want to bounce to Canelo Alvarez rhythm. And if you can't do that, then you might as well not even speak Canelo's name. You understand? But to say that you want the winner of Mel, Charlo, and Canelo, you got some big balls on you. You feel me? You got some big balls on you. And you're going to have to compromise. You feel me? Because Canelo, he ain't coming down to no 60 or no 58 like Terence Crawford was talking about. So if you really want that smoke with Canelo, you're going to have to take your ass up to 68 or 66 or something like that. You feel me? Ain't no 60 or 58 happening. You understand? So if I was Jermell Charlo, I would dare Terence Crawford to, put his name in the hat to come up to 66 or 68. I dare him. You feel me? If you say you want these fights that bad, if you say you want to do this, you want to do that, after you defeated Errol Spence, you feeling yourself, you got your little buzz going, things of that nature, people giving you your just due that you feel like you wasn't never getting, but you always got, well then go ahead and put your name in the hat for the winner of me, Canelo Alvarez, and let's see how that turn out. You understand? Let's see how that turn out. Because one thing about boxing fans, they're not going to forget. They're really not. Especially if you're the one that started all the bullshit, or you saying you want this fighter and that fighter. You have to prove it. You're going to have to prove it. Now, credit, Bud did some special shit. Undisputed in 2 different weight classes. Like, that set you apart. It really set you apart. He went on pay-per-view with Errol Spence. They did good numbers. They did a high-ass gate in Vegas, right? But now it's time to see if you can carry that on your own. It's time to see if you can carry that on your own. Now, of course, you want the big money fights. You feel like you deserve the big money fights. But if those fights don't appear, if you don't get a Jermell Charlo, if you don't get a Canelo Alvarez, which don't really seem like it's likely next anyway, but who would you fight next if it's not Errol Spence, to where, you know, people will pop up and say, oh, man, Terence Crawford is fighting. We have to pay pay-per-view for this. We have to pay pay-per-view for that. Who would that opponent be? We see Keith Thurman name getting thrown out there. You know? So how much would Bud and Thurman generate with Thurman being out for so goddamn long? You understand? And Bud defeating Errol Spence, we'll have to see that superstardom transfer over to Terence Crawford. Because a lot of these fans, they act like they riding for you. They act like they doing this, they doing that. But then when it's time to press that red button for pay-per-view or it's time to support, they don't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't do none of that shit. So are they hardcore fans? Or they stand down, or they stand solid? Or was they just Errol Spence haters, happy that Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence? Now, when Bud got another big-time fight coming up, do they support that fight? You dig? Now we're looking at Canelo and Mel Charlo. We know that's going to be a hell of a pay-per-view. We know that's going to sell. We know they going to pull in, they going to generate. Canelo's going to generate regardless. If you give him the right dancing partner, it's going to generate even more. So him and Mel Charlo is a hell of a fight that's going to, you know, bring in numbers. So with that being said, win, lose, or draw, Mel is still going to be in a good position because he still holds titles at 154. You understand? And like you'll hold like 3 of them because they fit a script of 1. So do Terence Crawford get the fight for that 1 title? And then do he, you know, challenge Jermell Charlo for undisputed, or do Errol Spence get his opportunity at his rematch? Now with Canelo Alvarez, I dare Bud to say he'll face Canelo at 166 or 68. I dare it. But we know it's not going to happen. We know that's the last thing on his mind is going past 60. The last thing. And Canelo ain't fucking around with nobody. But Canelo say, I don't fuck around. So Canelo ain't bouncing to Terence Crawford rhythm or his tune. Just not going to happen, bro. Just not going to happen. People trying to hate on Canelo. Oh, Canelo, man, Al just proved that he run the PBC, do what he want to do. Nah, man, Canelo is just Canelo. He's just Canelo. At the end of the day, I earned my position. I'm not going to forfeit my position to nobody. And if you want to face me, then agree to my terms. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Simple as that. So now, Terence Crawford, he on his high horse. You know, his fans, not even the fans, his fanatics and fagonites, they just feel like he can just be Superman right now. You understand? So if y'all really believe he can go up and beat Canelo Alvarez, then I dare y'all tell him to put his name in a hat and you know, try his luck. You feel me? Try his luck. Now, he got his name linked to Jermell Charlo and Canelo, which is a good thing because that's publicity. And that's probably what he's using for the publicity. Of course, he want the big-time fights to make this and make that, right? Especially on your way out the door. But you're dealing with 2 big-time punches and 2 killers. So let's just see how it play out in the future, man. Who do y'all want to see Terence Crawford face? Do y'all want to see him go up against Jermell Charlo at 154? Or would y'all like to see him face Canelo Alvarez at a 66 or a 68? Because Canelo ain't coming to 60 or 58. I'm telling y'all that right now. So Bud saying this, Bud saying that, he got to stand on them words, man. He's going to have to stand on them words. And like I say, Mel Charlo and Canelo is going to dare him, you know, to really step up to the plate, drop them titles, and mean what he say. You did? But right now, they focus on September 30th. They big-time fight, they spotlight, and they not trying to give it away to no goddamn Terence Crawford. Straight like that, man. Good luck to Mel Charlo. You're going to need it. Good luck to you, Terence Crawford. Continue to, you know, stay on your path to try to go undefeated and create more history. And most definitely, shouts out to my dog, Canelo Alvarez, man. Let's go put that work in and show these people why you are the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and one of the greatest to ever lace them up. Straight like that.